Hello, everyone. Nice to see you guys.
Can you tell us what to expect today in terms of overrides?
Yeah, we're going to do. Well, we have a number that are teed up. I don't know. We could hit as many as 60. I'm not sure how far we will get with that. I think for the most part, I think the items that you will see today really revolve around issues of statewide significance. For instance, the aid to families with dependent children, the Mass Cultural Council. There are some items there, and the chair knows better than I do, in terms of youth and in senior care and the like. So I think for the most part today you'll be seeing those types of items. But also note that we're taking a close look at revenue figures. But it was never our plan to try to do all overrides within one day. Could be a 3-4 day process and whatnot.
Do you have a dollar figure, a total dollar figure on what you're looking to restore?
In terms of all of the overrides, no. I think we want to take a look in terms of what happens in September and go from there.
What about today?
In terms of a total dollar?
No, we haven't. Right, we're still putting them together right now.
You're still putting those overrides together right now?
No, we're just talking to folks. We haven't done the total math yet, right? Do we have a total number? No. No, I don't have the total number. See, we have the total number. So, $221 million gross, $94 million net in Mass Health.
Does this put the budget back to conference level or beyond that? Do you know?
No, I based upon what we have, first of all, relative to where we are right now, we all agree that July and August are probably not bellwethers in terms of the forecast for the entire fiscal year. On the other hand, I think we're some $11 million or less than 1% off in terms of the year. Don't forget, we adjusted this budget while I was in conference committee. In terms of bringing the numbers down. So we feel, again, at the end of the day, when that went to conference committee, we sent it to the governor. It was balanced. So as we're speaking here today, again, we're still within our means.
Is it fair to say that the ones that you're doing on day one here, compared to other override sessions you might take in, is these are the priorities for restoration?
I have a lot of priorities. I was stating there, I must have requests from members and others of about 3 inches deep in terms of requests for priorities. But what we wanted to do today was really, again, address those that really have more of a statewide significance, that deal or address some of the issues, the most vulnerable out there. Some of the programs that really need the infusion of funds immediately to begin their programs and throughout the state. So that's really what we're hitting upon today.
Chairman, do you have any more specifics on that sheet?
Yeah, so to correct myself, 61 line item overrides, mostly geared towards large state policy-wide initiatives, $274 million, $274.7 million in gross overrides, with $147 million net overrides after accounting for federal revenue. The largest overrides mentioned a moment ago, everything relative to healthcare, $221 million gross, $94 million net in Mass Health. Again, all of this supports the caseload, and as the speaker mentioned, it's when we came, when the numbers started changing, from May to the summer, we made cuts. We did a number of initiatives to bring us to a balanced budget. The conference committee budget had widespread bipartisan support. The numbers were weak during the summer, yet at the same time, we knew that they were going to be weak. So this brings us back to our conference committee balanced budget.
Thanks, guys.
Is there any kind of sense of consensus with the Senate as far as what you're doing now versus later on versus throughout the month and fall?
We're talking to them right now.
Are you concerned at all that the Senate doesn't plan to meet until either late this month or even into October to deal with this stuff? Is any of this immediate of immediate need?
The way, I'll let the Senate speak for themselves, but again, we're going to continue, we're still working on them ourselves with the members right now, and this is our first run into the overrides because we feel that, again, these are the programs that people care about, you know.
But nothing that needs funding
No,
next
I don't think
week.
there's anything that a 2-week delay will cause any immediate problems for anyone.
Okay, guys,
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.